Yes. Okay, so let's get set up here. I haven't gone live in a minute, and I am excited to start class with you all today. Okay, there we go. All right, so Astrology 101. We'll start here in a minute. Let's let y'all come on in. Please tap the screen. Hello, Angie Pooh. Did I get a message from you? And of course, my notifications are like all of a sudden wanting to blow up. Okay. So we're going to start Astrology 101, Hillman Talk style. We'll get started here in just a minute. When you come on in, share your sun sign. What's your sun sign? My sun sign is a part of one of your assignments for this week. So, hello, welcome on in, y'all. You're a Capricorn, Angie Pooh. Aquarius, what's up? Awesome. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Virgo sun, love a Virgo. Thanks for tapping the screen. Thanks for following me. Welcome, Gemini. Big Scorpio energy. I see that. Hello, Libra sun. Hello, Libra. What's up? We're going to get started with Astrology 101 here in just a minute. I am pulling up the last couple things I need. I want a little background music because it just helps me focus. But we're going to talk about astrology today. Hi, Pisces. Thanks for tapping the screen. Thanks for the follow. I will not be doing live invitations today. When we have a discussion group, I'm going to figure out how to add the people so that we can actually have a conversation. But today's going to be kind of download heavy. We're going to talk about the syllabus. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Cancer rising. So yeah, when you come on in, share your sun sign. If you know your big three, drop your big three. But this is Astrology 101, so we'll start with sun signs, okay? So in just a little bit, when we get some more people in here, I'm going to start talking about the syllabus. I'll introduce myself, talk a little bit about what the goals and objectives are for our class. I'm so pumped for this. And we'll get a little bit into the history of astrology. Scorpio sun, Capricorn moon, Taurus rising. Hello. Libra sun, Cancer moon, Virgo rising. A Virgo sun, Leo moon, and Gemini rising. Ooh, okay. Come on in. Y'all are ready to learn. Okay. So, this is not really the vibe that I want musically. This is like not it. I want like lo-fi in the background. Some chill, like the lo-fi girl. Good morning, podcast for dinner. Hello, Gemini sun, Libra moon, Scorpio rising, lo-fi beats. Agreed. Upbeat work lo-fi. Let's see what that sounds like. The picture is cute. I don't want her to. The study girl, yes. Good morning. If you are wondering how to register for the class, it's free. We're doing it. We're really Hillman Talk in here. So you click on my name, and let me give you some details, and I'll repeat this a few times. So when you go to my link tree, right, which is the only link when you click here, there's a link for the Discord and there's a link for the syllabus. When you sign up for Discord, do not try to do it through TikTok's browser. It doesn't work. Thank you. Right, the Discord link does not work in TikTok's browser. You have to open it in your own browser. That's why some of y'all are having trouble. I tried to do it too. I tried to follow the link from in TikTok, but it doesn't work. You have to open it in your own browser. So those of you who are in here now, Remember that. If you're taking notes, write that down, because people in the chat will be like, I can't get into Discord. You can copy and paste the link, or you can just like in this area right here, like when you click on the link in my link tree and it pops up, click on the 3 dots right here, and those 3 dots will give you an option to open in browser. Click that and it'll open it in the browser on your phone, or you can type it into your laptop, whatever. But yeah, as people come in and they say, I wasn't able to get into the Discord, please give them that information so that they can do it, because I'm not going to be able to, you know, lots of people are going to need that information, because lots of people are DMing me, so please share that. Thank you. Okay, so if you went in the link tree, then you got access to the syllabus. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. Welcome, everybody, to Astrology 101. I am your Professor Pam Awesome. You can call me Professor Pam or Professor Awesome. Both of them work. My my office hours are by appointment only. And this class will meet on Mondays at this time. I want to do Wednesdays too, but I cannot do Wednesday this week. I'll be out of town this weekend. But the Monday after next. So not the 5th. No, the 5th. The 5th will be, let me look at a calendar. I apologize. So not the 3rd. Yes, the 5th is a Wednesday. Okay, so on the 5th, which is a Wednesday, I will go live, and that will be our next class instead of Monday. Sorry about the conflict, but I want to get started ASAP. All right, so I'm Pam, Professor Awesome, and I've been studying astrology since I was 12 years old. Hello, Leo, Pisces, Cancer rising. Yes, as you come in, please, hello. Please share your star sign, your sun sign. If you know your big 3, share it. But again, you know, it's Astrology 101. So I've been studying astrology since I was 12, got really serious about it maybe around 20, and got into the knowledge that I couldn't just like figure out on my own a couple years ago, and I started providing learning spaces called Astrology Club in real tangible life with people I can touch. So I've been doing workshops about astrology, talking about astrology, hosting conversations about astrology. 11:11. Hello Capricorn rising. Hello Taurus sun, Libra moon, Leo rising. So hello present. I'm here. Attendance, right? But I'm really excited to do this class with you all, because I have been talking for years about how I would love to teach an Astrology 101 class. And Hillman Talk really, it just got me moving. So like the class is free. This will, like everything in the syllabus, we will go over. And I'm really excited. Okay, so if you need to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me via email or Marco Polo. Marco Polo is a video messaging app. I use it for readings as well. Let's see. On the syllabus, I have my office donations, because this is a free class. So if you feel compelled, if you're learning something, there's a couple of ways that you can share with me. I love waking up and being in class already. Okay. Sagittarius sun, Capricorn moon, and Gemini rising. You can hit up my office donations, which are located in the syllabus. That information is also in my link tree, or you can contribute to the live goal and give me a coffee, because what professor doesn't want a coffee in the morning? Okay, my email's also on there. If you want to email me about class, please put Astro 101 in the subject line so I don't miss it. Okay. If you're looking for the syllabus, it's in my link tree. Libra sun, Virgo moon, Aries rising. Cool. Scorpio Venus. Ooh, Scorpio Venus and Sun. Okay, Scorpio Venus. Ow. Pisces Moon, Aquarius Rising. We'd be good friends. Okay, so let's talk about digital classroom details. I am experimenting with Google Classroom, okay? I don't really grade assignments, but I will read them and give feedback. And we'll have like a few quizzes here and there because quizzes are fun. Tests, I'm not really into tests because tests only really prove that you're good at taking tests. However, I want it to be interactive. So I'll put some assignments like what you need to read to be ready for class. You know, some questions to get your mind moving. Better than grades. Agreed. Some people really love grades, and I low-key love grades, but I hate taking tests. And the final, you know, all of this coursework, of course, is optional. It's up to you how much you want to participate, and that's, you know, how much you're going to get out of class, right? Just like real college. But there will be assignments on there. The link to the Google Classroom is in the syllabus. It is also in the Discord. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Discord again real quick. Astrology Club on Discord is my Discord. Hello, Rising Roots Reiki. Good morning. Please share your sun sign, tap the screen, follow if you're not already following me. So on Discord, that's probably where we'll interact the most, where you can ask questions about the text, where you can interact with your fellow students. What's up, Moody? How you doing, Virgo Sun? What's up, friend? And we'll talk about class. You can connect about astrology, ask questions, talk to each other. Really excited about the Discord. Thank you for the rose, Cece. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Gemini Sun. Okay, yes, thank you for explaining what's going on with the Discord. Yeah, as people come in, please let them know because lots of folks have been having trouble with that. The link to the Discord is also in the syllabus. If you open the syllabus, it will open up in Google Docs. If you open it in the Google Docs app, you will not have a problem opening that link. Okay. Pin it. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I haven't gone live in such a long time, y'all. I'm slow a little bit. Let's make it happen. Tap, pin this comment. Okay, open the link in a new browser. Thank you, Jamie Lynn. I'm also ADHD. Do I have mods? I have mods for TikTok. I do not have mods for Discord. I need Discord mods. I'm what's my username on Discord? I think it's like awesome something. My icon is a rainbow right now. If you DM me there, we can talk about it. Hello, good morning. Hello, Scorpio Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Aries Rising. Okay, so Discord's going to be an important part of class. Period. All right, course description. Okay, this is what I wrote in the syllabus. I'm just going to read it. From the history of astrology through the basics of the science, students will learn the planets as defined by astrology and a few select asteroids such as Chiron and Lilith, which are probably the only ones we're really going into. Hello, Mars, Aries. So a few select asteroids such as Chiron and Lilith, how the planets talk to each other, what each zodiac sign represents, what zodiacal houses are, and how their influence impacts a chart. This course is a prerequisite for Astrology 102, where students will analyze charts. So, good morning, Madonna. So if you're interested in taking Astrology 102, when this is done, we can talk about that closer to the end of the class, okay? So like when we're doing finals and stuff, that's a part of the conversation we'll have. Okay, so in regards to texts, there is a book that we are using. You do not have to buy it and have a physical copy. I put some links in ways that you can get it for free. Yes, 102. So there's a book called Parker's Astrology, which I love. It really is formatted like a textbook. I think that the it's a really great resource for learning astrology. It answers lots of questions. I love the layout. It's a really beautiful book. I have a later edition than what I've linked to here, but this is the edition we're going to use. If you want to buy the book and have a physical copy, you can definitely do that. I recommend going to like thrift books or wherever you get your used books from. Do I have what it looks like? I have a few books already. Yeah, I can show you a picture of the book. So it's called Parker's Astrology. It's a big book. It's a big, heavy, hardback book. There's paperback editions too, but I haven't encountered any in real life. They exist on the internet. Okay, so this is what the book looks like. Just a moment while I figure out how to turn the screen, because I don't think I've ever done that on TikTok before. All right, flip camera. Here we go. Here's my laptop, y'all. Okay. This is what the book looks like. Astrology, Parker's Astrology. It's the title isn't Parker's Astrology. It's Astrology, Eyewitness Companion, right? It's a really pretty book. And this is the PDF, okay? The link to this very PDF that I'm looking at right now, all these pages here, is in your syllabus. You do not have to have a physical copy of the book, although I'm team physical books. The edition that I have of this book is different, so I have to have the digital copy so that I can tell you which pages we're reading. But yeah, just look at how vibrant the illustrations are. Anyway, let me go back to the front so y'all can screenshot it and be like, oh, this is the one. Y'all are asking if like the ABC thing is the same book. It's got similar information, but that's not the book that we're using. Let me see if I can make it small so y'all can screenshot it. All right, here you go. Screenshot. Oh, that's not the one you have. Dang. But this is the book we're going to use. It's a really great resource. Even if you don't plan on actually like taking the class, but you want to learn about astrology and you're a great book learner or a great book reader, Parker's Astrology is the one. All right. Okay. Did everybody get their screenshot? Does anybody else need to get their screenshot before I move back to my face? Everybody got it? Yes. Put a 1 in the chat or a yes in the chat. Put a yes in the chat if you got your screenshot. Screenshot. Thanks for tapping the screen. Thanks for the follows, you guys. Y'all are the best. Okay, yes. I just found out about this right now. We have this recorded. I will record this and figure out how to put it on YouTube. And put a YouTube link in my what's that thing called? I'll put a YouTube link in my link tree. Okay. All right. Everybody got the screenshot of the book. Fantastic. It's a great resource, Parker's Astrology. They're a married couple that have been writing these astrology books for decades. It's okay if you're late, Tyler. Welcome on in. What type of astrology am I teaching? Western tropical astrology. Grand Rising, Shaniqua. Welcome in. Yeah, so if you want to support the live, make sure that you're tapping the screen. If you want to support me as a professor, I have a live goal of coffees. And I already went over my office donation links. Is the paperback version with the red cover the same thing? It's going to have similar information, but the pages will not be the same. Okay, so you can download the PDF or you can search on your favorite spots to get the book. Recommended texts and other readings. I will share links. Good morning, Naya. I will share links to articles. I'll probably share a lot of stuff from astro.com. I love that website. And they have a trade journal. Like, can I access the book for free anywhere online? Yes. You can just access the syllabus, and that info will be there. If y'all know where the info is in the chat, please help each other. Thank you so much. Here we go. Here we go. Let's pin that. Thank you so much, Danny Marie. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, so other readings, astro.com. I highly recommend. Astro.com is a good free resource. Is there good jobs for after learning astrology? If you are motivated, if you have an entrepreneurial spirit, then you can make a lot of money doing astrology. Help this person in the chat. Let them know where to go to sign up for class. It's free. Everything is in my link tree. Okay, so please sign up for a astro.com account. You'll be able to save charts in there. There's lots of little tools. There's like an astrocartography tool. We'll get into what astrocartography is later in class. We'll just give a definition. I won't talk a lot about it. Again, this is like 101. And no, you're not late, Rosie. You're right on time. Welcome on in. Thanks everybody for tapping the screen. And we'll talk about that kind of stuff. That's a later in the class question, Shikana. I do want to get to that though. If you have 2 different times on your birth, you can, there's ways that you can do that. That's advanced astrology though, but we can work with it. Okay. Hello. I'm interested in the advanced ideas, but struggle with some of the foundational things. So you in the right place, girl. All right, so astro.com, highly recommend that website. It's one of my favorites. AstroSeek is also an excellent resource. They have all sorts of calendars. There's all sorts of advanced tools, and all that kind of stuff. Do I trust the chart that CoStar provides? I don't mess with CoStar, so I don't know. But for this class, I'm recommending astro.com and AstroSeek. I use a tool, the charts that you will see from me that I will generate for you to, like, you know, talk about these general ideas, these 101 ideas of astrology, will be luna.com. It's a paid service. It's only like $8 a month. It's not a lot of money. Good morning. It's okay if you're late. I'm teaching astrology. Astral projection is a metaphysical kind of process. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. All right, let's continue with our syllabus. Of course, you got to have internet. You're going to need a TikTok account because class is on live. Access to Google Classroom. Anybody can do that. Best ways to contact me are through email, Marco Polo. I will not guarantee that if you DM me on TikTok that I will ever see it. I have been emailing you all, but there is going to be an influx of people. If you are trying to get a hold of me and really want to ask me a question, ask me on Discord, send me an email, or hit me up with Marco Polo. Period. Okay, so a PhD, doctorates in astrology are hard to come by. Okay, course schedule. So this first week, we'll be meeting today, and then we'll come back to class on Wednesday. I'm gonna put that in there. Wednesday, February 5th. Wednesday. I have to spell it like that. My brain doesn't process. I am recording classes. Yes. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for tapping. Thanks for motivating the live with gifts. Okay. So your first assignments, given the information in the syllabus, what's my sun sign? Okay. And so what's the sun sign, and read the introduction to the book. So the intro, really all I wanted you to read is just the intro, right? Can we get a certificate or something at the end of class? Yeah, I can do that. The syllabus is right here in my link tree. I need a sticker. A sticker? What kind of sticker? Okay, so this week we are covering the history of astrology. Yeah, so basics on histories of astrology, right? We'll talk about like what is the human curiosity with the sky. We're going to talk about all these things in like just a few minutes. Next week will really be a discussion about the history of astrology and why astrology is important. Like where it all began. Yeah, exactly. Then we're going to get into this discussion. Why did astrology disappear from the mainstream? Why is astrology making a comeback? Why is astrology important? So we'll talk a little bit about that. Okay. Then we're going to get into the zodiac wheel and chart points. So what is the zodiac wheel? Your wife is obsessed with astrology. Really? Awesome. You're loving class already. Yay! I'm gonna pin that. That's fun. Okay. So what's on the chart? What are the chart elements? What are modalities, elements, and gender in astrology? Nothing controls your destiny. Nothing controls your destiny. Astrology is an influence. The stars give you influence. It doesn't mean that something is predestined to happen. It means that this is the vibe, right? Astrology is a vibe check. Yeah, there's gender in everything, right? Like, but it's a reflection of society. But we'll talk about what gender means in astrology, okay? What is a sun sign? What is a moon sign? What is a rising sign? What does that mean? We'll talk about planets and their influence and the planetary symbols. All of this stuff is really important for you to know if your goal is to be able to read your own chart or read somebody else's chart, okay? To what evidence do I defer to when asserting these conclusions? I've done much research, friends. I've done much research. The folks that are looking to debunk astrology lack an understanding about the history of astrology. We're going to talk about some of that today. So stick around. You're up. Thank you. Rising Roots Reke. So we'll talk about those things. Then we're going to talk about every sign. All right. And I have them broken down in the order of the signs. This class is on TikTok Live. It's live right now. So you'll find all of the signs listed from page 51 to 187. In later editions of the book, they have like little sections where you get like 3 pages about each sign. This book isn't quite laid out like that. You're getting more information about like how the planets interact with the sign. Oh, this is the class. Yes, this is the class. This is the class. Where do we get the book? I'm late. It's in the syllabus. So if you go in here, there's a Google Doc linked in my link tree that will tell you everything that you need to know. All the stuff we've been talking about, periods. Classes now. You are enrolled, okay? You ever just like walk into a class at college and you're like, oh, this sounds interesting. And then like you want to sit, but you can't sit because you're not enrolled. But anyway, so we'll be going through all 12 of the zodiac signs, so you're going to understand them all. You will have a basic knowledge about all of them. It's all in the syllabus. Thank you. Pinning that because it's the truth. Okay. And if you're not able to get into the Discord, talk to somebody in the chat. They'll be able to explain to you how you can get into the Discord because TikTok, it's a TikTok glitch. It's a TikTok glitch. Okay, so the signs are broken up into springtime, summertime, autumn, and winter, right? Because astrology is also a calendar, right? So the signs are listed in the natural order of the zodiac, okay? Let's see. Can I pin something new? Pin this comment. Thank you. All right, so this is the natural order of the zodiac. If you're taking notes, go ahead and write this down because you're going to want to know. It is helpful if you want to continue your studies in astrology, to have the order of the signs memorized. Okay? So, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. That's your springtime, right? Cancer, Leo, Virgo. That's your summer. Okay? Autumn, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. And then winter begins with Capricorn, Aquarius season that we're in right now. And it ends in Pisces. Pisces is the last sign of the natural zodiac. Yes, you're first. Aries, of course, Aries is first, right? Why wouldn't y'all be first? Okay, so we'll break down details about all the signs. We'll get into the conversation about, like, you know, why is this sign stereotyped as this, and what are they really good at, right? What, and like, how are signs, because astrology applies to people, right? That's one of the first ways that Gemini, Aries, what's up? In love with the stars in Aquarius season, and Aquarius is the sign that rules over astrology, baby. Like, that's exactly what I was just about to get into, is that, right, we think about astrology in the frame of, like, people's personalities, but everything that exists has a birth chart, right? Countries have birth charts. Businesses have birth charts. Trees, laptops, computers, meals. Everything started at a point of time because we measure time. Humans are obsessed with time a little bit in this society. What's up, Scorpio? I see you. What's up, Taurus gang? Okay. Aqua Moon. Ooh, okay. Aqua Moon. Thanks for tapping the screen. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the gifts. So everything has... What's up, Libra baby? So anyway, everything has a sign. So then how does that apply to everything? How does a sign apply to everything? How does Virgo, right? I see you, Crystal. What do the moon have to do with astrology? A lot. The moon has a lot of influence over us. We're going to go over that, Lizzie. How do you know if you're a moon or sun? We're going to go over that, what your moon and what your sun is in. Everybody has all the planets in their chart, okay? You are essentially every zodiac sign. It's how those zodiac signs show up in you that matters. Y'all are really going to be killing it. I'm so excited for y'all. Girl, me too. Oop, that's not the one that I wanted to pick. Get out of here. I'm not accepting live invites right now. We are not doing that. Thanks for the follows and thanks for tapping the screen. Okay, so, right, we'll learn about all the signs and all their modalities. So what is a fire sign? What is a cardinal sign, right? We're going to learn all of those things and what that means. Your first gift. Thank you, Molly. That's what's up. Dope. Okay, and then we're gonna have a midterm, right? We'll do a review of all the signs after we've completed talking about them. And if I can get a guest speaker, we might talk a little bit. Oh, thank you. I saw a gift and I just missed it. Astrology as psychology, and psychology and astrology working together. There's several therapists on TikTok who are very into astrology, and it helps them move. My friend said I have Leo in 4 houses, and I have no idea what that means. They're probably using Placidius. We could look at your chart. I don't use Placidius house system. You'll learn the basics of that. We're gonna use equal house. We're gonna use equal house. It'll be very simple. You're welcome, Crystal. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. This is the astrology class for HTU. Your therapist and you talk about astrology a lot, I bet. I do not use the CoStar app. Okay, so hopefully we'll have a conversation about astrology as psychology. You guys will do oral presentations about your sun, moon, and rising. And we'll have some kind of written exam. Nothing's wrong with this. It's just not my preference, right? It's just like, You know, some people don't like pears, but they like peaches, you know. Help this person in the chat with the Discord channel, please. So we'll have some feedback, right? We'll have some conversation. All of that is optional. But you know, if it helps you learn, or if you think that it's fun, do it. It'll be cool. Then we're going to talk about houses. Once you have the foundation of the planets, and the signs that they rule, then let's talk about houses. Houses are like the missing link that most 101 people, like, that's how astrology works. That's what makes it click. Because every conversation that I've had where folks have been learning about astrology, like, we talk about the signs and people are like, that's cool, that's useful information, now I know why the Leo is doing Leo stuff. Having an understanding of the houses and being able to see them in a chart, and once they cross connect with the signs, that's what makes a big difference for people. That's what I need to improve on, is houses and aspects. Right. So this is gonna really get y'all together. Okay. So we'll talk about the houses 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 12. Boom. Y'all are gonna get it. We don't have to talk a whole lot about the houses because we'll have already talked about the signs that they rule. So once we get that back together, and this is why it's important for you to understand the natural order of the zodiac, so that when you learn the houses, you can sync them together. It's all going to come together. It's all going to come together. Thanks, everyone. That worked. Yay, community solving problems. Love that. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for tapping the screen. You tap the screen and follow and share the live and do all that stuff. TikTok does what it's supposed to do. And apologies in advance to people watching this on YouTube. Like, what the is she talking about? Okay. Let me scroll somewhere I need to be. Okay. Thanks to y'all helping each other in the chat. I love that. Love that. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll talk about aspects, right? How the planets and chart points speak to each other, right? What is a trine? What is a conjunction? What is an eclipse? We're going to talk about that, okay? We're going to make astrological sentences. So you'll be able to say, okay, this person has X sign in X house and X planets are there, okay? We will talk about retrogrades. It is on the syllabus. Where I want to find that comment that said everything's in the syllabus. Go here, find the syllabus. It's going to be in there. Okay. I see why when professors are teaching a class, they have like one whole class set for the syllabus. Cause like, this is a lot of information, but it's important. I have Spanish in 5 minutes. It was great to meet you, Shaniqua. I'll see you next time. All right, so what is a retrograde? We are going to talk about that. So we'll make astrological sentences and we'll do an introduction to angles. So your midhaven, your ascendant, your north node. What are all those things? What are all of those things? We're going to talk about it. We'll talk about returns. What is a planetary return? There's already been a question in the Discord about what is a planetary return? What do I do with that? And what is a retrograde? So a retrograde is essentially an illusion. It's an optical illusion, but we'll get into what it is, what it means, and the basics of how to interpret it. And then it'll be time for finals and a wrap up. What did you learn? And do y'all want Astrology 102? Probably. Okay. So, yes, that's what we're gonna do in class. So if you have a question, it's probably answered in the syllabus. Thank you for your first gift, a dolphin. It's so cute. Appreciate it. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for tapping the screen because TikTok loves that. So, okay. Let's get a little bit into the content of the course. That definitely took 45 minutes to go through. I was hoping I could do it in like 30, but it's okay. Has anyone already read the introduction to the book? Has anyone already read the introduction to the book? Yes. Okay. All right. It's okay if you haven't. It's okay if you haven't. All right. So what were your Bueller? Bueller? You did, but it was a bit confusing. What was confusing for you? I feel like the questions that they pose, right? The existential question of, if you are a thinking person, then you think of yourself in regards to your place in the universe, right? Yo, you read it? No, it was just auto-enroll. I love it. Let me take a look at my notes, because I wrote some stuff down. So what stood out for y'all? Real. Auto-enrolled. I just got here. Welcome. I haven't read the introduction yet, but I will when I find some time this week. Great. Just downloaded the PDF. I haven't read it yet. Okay. So I'll talk a little bit about the introduction. I'm not going to get too deep into it. Since we're still like getting our footing here. But really what the Parkers are putting forward is, one, astrology is a science. Okay. Hello, goddess of wisdom and art. Astrology is a science. First of all, first and foremost, astrology exists because ancient people looked up and they noticed patterns and they noticed that things happen. The patterns correlated to things that happen on Earth, right? It's giving as above, so below. Right? Hiya! What's up, Des? Thank y'all for the follows. Thanks y'all for tapping the screen. We're at 30K. Excellent. Thanks y'all. So, right, people are seeing the stars, they're making correlations. When Venus is over there, this sort of thing happens. When the moon does that, this kind of thing happens. And then they started to recording. So astrology is social science. It's giving autistic levels of pattern recognition. Period. That's exactly what the book is trying to say. Astrology is a social science. No. I would say astrology is a science that kind of, it touches so many other sciences, right? It touches medicine. It touches, of course, astronomy. It touches math. It touches math, astronomy, psychology, social things, right? Like we apply it to people because we are human centered, right? The odd to HD ratio here is very high. I'm gonna pin that because I agree. Oh, I can't pin the comment. Why not? Why can't I pin the comment? Oh, maybe because you're private? I don't know how that works. We could calculate it real quick. It's giving a odd HD. So anyway, is it a social science? I would say no. Because it applies to more than just social things, right? Astrology applies to our weather. It applies to our seasons. The tism is tisming. I love that for us. Can I pin this, or can I just not pin comments at all? Oh, I can pin comments. Okay. So, yeah, right. Autistic people of centuries past said, I see this and this happens. Boom. It's a science, right? And I'm looking at page 16, prehistory. It's impossible to say when mankind first had the notion that the movements of the planets might have an effect on us all. However, we do know that by 15,000 BCE, tables existed setting out the times when planets rose and set. And by 1000 BCE, astrologers were versed in the notion that the heavens was a great circle around which these beings revolve, the stars, the planets, etc. Okay, did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? No. Okay. So astrology, as far as we know it, right, as far as recorded information is concerned, the first astrology that we know of, the first astrologers that we know of, were in Babylon, right? The Babylonians really set us up for success because they were like, oh shit, son, did you see these patterns? And they were the ones that were recording it. That doesn't mean that there were not people all over the planet also doing this, right? Thank you for the follows. Planets being able to be seen, yes. I sing sentences all the time, right? We said the tism is tisming. So Babylon set us up for success, right? They really started making detailed accounts. You know, they had some Virgo in a room saying, okay, you said this and you said this, we correlate these things, and you know, patterns were born, right? The Babylonian ancestors were definitely afflicted by the tism, okay? So they started seeing these patterns happening in the sky, and eventually these details, they saw a 360-degree circle when they looked up in the sky. They cut it up into 12 parts, right? And there just so happened to be these star shapes in the sky, right? A lot of stuff is on the spectrum. They saw this circle in the sky. They split it up into 12 sections and said, okay, when this planet is in this area of the sky, things are different, right? So, you know, like the sun and the moon are obvious influences, right? There are luminaries. The sun rises and sets every day, right? The moon has a very consistent cycle. It does the same thing every month. And as those things move, we track them, we see consistencies. My apologies for my tardiness. I'm still getting courses organized. What time does this class begin? Thank you. Will there be a live recap? I'm at work and have to step out of class occasionally set up. Yeah, so I'm going to do a video recap of class today after it's over and I collect my thoughts. And then I'm going to figure out how to put this on YouTube. I'm not going to talk a whole lot more because I really want to be done at noon. I want class to be an hour. So we'll get more into the history of astrology on the 5th, which will be our next class. There will be no class on Monday. I'm going to be in the Caribbean Ocean. So there's that. So anyway, we see the sun and the moon. The Babylonians are writing it down. And they're setting a precedent for the rest of the world. They're like, we're doing all of this record keeping. Field trip? I don't know. I might do some videos, but I'm definitely not going to go live for class. It's my birthday this weekend. Let's see. So let me talk a little bit more about early astrologers. Okay, so here's a little tidbit for you from the book on page 16. I want all of y'all to read the introduction and this prehistory stuff. Thank you. Happy solar return. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm excited. Oh, it's your birthday this Friday. Oh, what's up? Okay. So what was I going to say? Oh, early astrologers. So once upon a time, the word for astronomers and astrologers was the same thing, right? Astronomy is the study of observing the skies and the patterns of the things that happen in the sky. Astrology is observing those patterns and then correlating them to events, right? Events in weather, events in politics, events in the physical human body, right? Like your health. Like you really literally are all zodiac signs, from Aries the head to Pisces the feet, right? Each sign rules a body part, and we will talk about that as we go over the signs later in the class. Happy birthday, Aquarians! You know, Aquariuses be talking about our birthday until our birthday comes and we're like... So yeah, early in astrology, it was one study. It was one study. If you were looking at the skies, then you were also talking about how it impacted people here on Earth. Why are we not doing that anymore? Could it be that there is a lot of power in being able to predict when the influences that we are experiencing from the skies are about to impact us down here? I think that there might be some sort of connection. Good morning. Grand rising. Buenos dias. So I put that in your back pocket for when we have a conversation about why astrology came out of the mainstream and it's just a conversation about sun signs anymore. Because India never stopped. India never stopped. Vedic astrologers have been doing this thing. Like, so Europe, you know, Newton discovers gravity. Right? He makes it into some science. Looking forward to your classes. Thank you. So Vedic astrologers never stopped, whereas the Western astrologers stopped because there was a conversation about gravity. And if there's gravity, then how does astrology work? Could it not be the same thing? Could it be the same thing, right? Is it not gravity that pulls the tides, right? And we are made of water, and we are emotionally influenced. Like this, the moon literally rules the sign Cancer, right? Cancer is the sign that rules our emotions, right? And our nurturing and our comforts, but like really our feelings, right? And that is what is there a reading list? Yes, it's all in the syllabus. The syllabus is in my link tree. So anyway, you know, I think it's quite obvious if you study astrology beyond just like looking in the newspaper and saying, oh, it's a horoscope. You know, nothing that you write that's written generally to everyone is going to apply to everyone. Why did Western astrology stop? Because of gravity. Okay, so it wasn't just astrology. It was also like repression of the dark arts, right? Like they were identifying women who were making money, called them witches. Regular people were starting to understand how the stars could impact their work. That could mean the serfs could predict a revolution. That means that the average person would have the knowledge of kings and queens, right? Kings and queens have always had astrologers, right? In Babylon, the king had an astrologer to tell him when to go to war, when to appease his people, you know, how to manage things. And if you think that our governments, plural, if you think that our governments are not using astrology, yeah, they're definitely using astrology. 2026, I'll get into it in another conversation. But women having too much power is the source of all sorts of, what is this? The source of all sorts of things being vilified and gatekept. 100%. Here, let's pin this one about the Discord. Thank you so much for sharing that information over and over. I appreciate you. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the gifts. I missed the gift. Okay, thank you. So yeah, anyhow, astrology has been repressed, right? Much like many other sources of knowledge, right? Witchcraft, right? Witchcraft has like a nasty taste in the mouth of Westerners, but it's really just natural science, right? String theory is like witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Brooke. Anyway, earlier astrologers were just trying to watch patterns and make sense out of eclipses, right? Because an eclipse is scary if you don't know what's coming. The sun is just all of a sudden gone. The sun is there all the time. And now all of a sudden it's gone. Let's talk about that. So anyway, astrology has been around for a very, very long time. It has touched many sciences. Hippocrates, the founder of modern medicine, the guy who, the Hippocratic Oath is named after, do no harm. That guy, and you can Google this, said, what's the direct quote? I don't think I have it written down, but he essentially said, anyone who practices medicine but does not know astrology is just a fool. Every body part is ruled by a zodiac sign. So to say you are physically the whole zodiac, as well as your chart consists of 12 zodiac signs, therefore you are every sign. Every sign is you. I'm every zodiac sign. That type. So I'm gonna end it with that because it's 12 o'clock. Yeah. There, all of your favorite astronomers like Ptolemy and Aristotle, they were astrologers too. I never knew that, and I worked in healthcare. Yeah, they're not trying to teach us that. Sunshine Koi Koi, what's up, love? So thank you so much for coming to class. Our next class will be on February 5th, which is a Wednesday at 11 o'clock. I will post this recording on YouTube, hopefully within the next 24 hours. And my YouTube link will be in the, yes, gifts. Thank you. So awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I love talking about this stuff. This was a fun class. Thanks so much. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Yeah, I will post this, and I will post a recap of what we talked about, which was really just the syllabus and like some basic ideas about the origins of astrology. So if you're just coming in, you didn't really miss anything. You can read the syllabus and you will know everything that I just talked about. But yeah, I will post it on YouTube, and I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Thank you so much for coming. Follow if you haven't already followed, and I will see you on Wednesday. Thanks so much for coming to class.